Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another action figure review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends series Deadpool Wave. This is the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure collection, I guess you could say. And this figure is Domino. This one is basically the X-Force version of Domino, I guess you would say. Not the movie version that we got earlier. So, pretty cool looking. Comes in a standard Marvel Legends series box here. Nice window packaging here so you can see the figure inside. You do get a piece of the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure inside. On the sides we have some nice artwork from Domino. Top we have the Deadpool logo, the Build-A-Figure Sasquatch imprint. The bottom is just your standard copyright information-y stuff. And on the back we get the standard issue glamour shot of the actual figure here. Try to get that glare off there for you. Along with that there's a small synopsis of Domino. And we get the other figures in the wave, along with the how to Build-A-Figure figure. That's crazy sounding. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at the figure itself. Domino has never been one of my favorite characters. I think they got a little crazy in the late 90s with designs for characters and just her mutant powers basically being lucky. So when I was introduced to Domino, I'd already known about Gambit, and part of his mutant ability is kind of a natural luck as well. So this character kind of seemed a little odd to me that was basically her power. So, but it worked really well in the movie, and she actually did some really cool stuff in the comics. So the standard card back here is just Deadpool, kind of a matte gray there, so very boring, but we'll toss that to the side anyways. But she did have a good aesthetic design. I liked the way the character looked. It was very interesting, but yeah, I never really got much into her as a character. Anyways, we'll move on and take a look at what we get. We get a cool arm for Sasquatch. We'll come back to that in a moment. We get a cool purple blaster pistol. And we get a cool purple handgun. And then we get the Domino figure. Toss that plastic to the side, and we'll go ahead and zoom in a bit here so we can get a closer look as we go through the quick review of this figure. To start out with, we have the Build-A-Figure piece. This looks like it is going to be the right arm for Sasquatch. Pretty nice looking. Some nice color effects here going on. Some multicolor oranges and some browns. So very cool looking. I'm really anxious to get all these pieces so we can kind of take a look at the actual figure itself. But for the time being, we're just going to have to throw that into the bin until we have them all. And at that point, we'll do an actual review of that figure. Let's start with the weapons here. We get this cool purple blaster rifle pistol thing. Some interesting details that are kind of sparse here, but it does look really nice. Not a whole lot going on, but they got kind of that future weapons effect going on here. So, pretty nice. We also have a cool purple blaster pistol handgun. A few more details going on this thing. Looks pretty nice. So there's the two accessories. That's usually two more than we get in any other Marvel Legends line, so I do appreciate that. Those are cool looking. Moving on to the figure itself. They've done a pretty good job here in capturing the essence of that 90s Domino. Looks really nice. It is kind of a reuse of Their previous sculpts here, we've seen this same basic figure in quite a few different female characters, so really nothing to write home about from the sculpt of it. But it always does kind of surprise me how versatile these figures are, or these sculpts. So they basically just change the paint jobs on it, and you have a slightly different, head and hairpiece and a few accessories, and you've got a new figure. That's a really smart thing by these cool toy producers. Even though it does kind of get annoying after a while, I do like new sculpts, but still, this one looks really nice. Got some nice texture in the hair. Looks very cool. The kind of black leather type costume looks really nice. Got some nice silver highlights here, there, and about. The gunmetal gray for the armor on the lower half of the legs here. Pretty cool looking. But it's kind of a bland figure. You do have this shoulder holster thing here. It's got some decent effects, and I don't know if y'all can see many of these on camera or not, but they do look pretty nice in person. The belt looks pretty cool too, and it's movable. You can kind of shift it around wherever you need to. Same thing with this shoulder holster. It can move around however you need to. Articulation wise, the head does spin 360 degrees. Got full downward motion and not quite full up motion because of the way the hair is sculpted there in the back, but you get a pretty good lift out of that. Head tilt is there, so that's really cool. Standard ball and swivel at the shoulder joints. Standard ball and swivel at the elbow joints. We get a standard twist feature at the wrist. And it looks like this one does not have the extra articulation there. So it's just a twist. The chest joint is that cool twisty thing here, so you get full ab crunch going on, full backward rotation there. That's pretty nice. Pretty good flexibility there. We do not have a waist twist on this one, so you're going to have to use that chest twist for that feature. It still works pretty well. Standard plastic T-hook at the hips, so you get pretty good side-to-side range there. Full front range, slightly limited backward range. We do have the standard twist there at the upper thigh. Double knee joints. And we get the crazy twisty rocker thing here for the ankles. Pretty cool. They can go pretty much any which way you need to with them, so that's pretty nice. No extra articulation on the bottom half of the legs, but it definitely works for what it is. It's a pretty cool looking figure, to be honest with you, and again, it's a reuse of some of the previous sculpts, so not really expecting a whole lot to begin with anyways, and it doesn't really disappoint me because of that. She can hold both of her pistols in her hands. Unfortunately, she does not have like any holsters for them, so she just kind of has to hold them. But all in all, it's not a bad figure here. It's not an outstanding figure either, unless you're a really big Domino fan. And it's really just kind of so-so. Not spectacular, but nothing really is wrong with it either. So, yeah. I don't know. If you're looking for the Build-A-Figure piece, you're definitely going to want to pick it up. If you're a fan of Domino, you're definitely going to want to pick it up. As far as just having it in the collection, it's probably a pass. But, again, it does look nice. So, and it does help to complete your X-Force for the 90s look. So. That's all the time we've got for today, so thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think about this Domino figure. If you'd like to see something specific in future episodes, let me know that as well. I'll do my best to get it out in front of you. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. And feel free to share with your friends until they convert over and buy all these cool toys. Anyways, until next time.